right as we were about to get off the exit, the police cars just swarmed up from behind us on 595, just all over. It really was surprising. And then we found out later what happened.
You weren't able to actually make it onto the airport property, correct?
No, we were one of the first cars stopped from going in.
And how many police cars would you say swarmed the area?
At least a dozen, and unmarked cars with the lights inside and just from all over. I mean, it was just, I've never seen anything like that.
Paul, thank you for that perspective. Paul obviously trying to get his daughter dropped to the airport, unable to do so. Insignificant, it really is, if you consider delays and the travel issues that will ensue from this. When you consider that, as Sheldon reported moments ago, the Broward Sheriff's Office has reported that 5, maybe 6 people killed in this shooting. Again, apologize if some of this information is repeat. We're reporting it to you as we get it. I can tell you they're still allowing planes to land here. This is a JetBlue flight that's landing. We are on the south runway, so that we've noticed planes really taking off and landing since we arrived here. We've been on scene about 20 minutes now, so no doubt this airport is locked down to some degree, but they are at least allowing planes that were making their way in, and planes possibly that were already loaded with passengers to take off and head to their destination. The terminal in question is Terminal 2. That's where this horrible tragedy has taken place, the lower level baggage claim area. We understand a mass shooting took place inside. Immediately the terminal was evacuated. What it looked like from 95 when we drove by, I would say 150 to maybe 200 people on the tarmac. That was the safest place they deemed they could get them. So they're not taking them to where you're dropped off or where maybe you catch an Uber or a cab to leave. They went out the other way where the planes are on the runway to make sure to get them out of harm's way into a safe area. They shut down part of the runway, enough for 200 people or so to stand and wait patiently until they were told the all clear was given. Not sure if they've been allowed to get back in or not. I know they were at one point trying to get some buses in. You heard Paul, the man who said he was just trying to get his daughter dropped off to the airport here. He was one of the last cars that didn't make it in. Maybe a better way of saying it, one of the first cars that was blocked by what he described to be a dozen or so BSO, Broward Sheriff's Office, cruisers, SUVs flying to the scene, and that had to be one of the first things they did once they realized they had an active shooter inside the airport, in the baggage claim of one of the terminals. They locked it down. No one was coming, no one was going, and at that point they started to figure out what exactly they were dealing with inside.